Hey guys, this is Kitty here with a new video for you guys. So, as you guys read from the title, you guys know this is a tag video. It is actually called the Kpop History Tag. Now, I was tagged by Tessa. If you guys don't know her, she is a DJ from Aewen Radio. So she tagged me on Twitter and I thought, you know what, I could make a video for this. And so, if you guys want, I'm tagging all of you. So if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. If you want, just comment below your answers while we go, along the list of this. Or if you want to do a video to respond to this video, go on ahead. I would love to hear all of this. So, the Kpop History Tag, there is a total of 12 questions. And basically, it's asking you questions about how you got into K-pop and all the way back. So, I have to go all the way back and kind of remember what happened. Okay, so question number 1. What was your first K-pop song? Ooh, my first K-pop song. You see, this one is hard because I have no idea what it is, but I will have to say, because the first, I would say probably SES's Dreams Come True, maybe. I'm not really sure, but I think it is. But yeah, so you'll notice that for my history, it goes all the way back to like the 90s K-pop. So question 2, how did you discover K-pop? I discovered it, my sister actually introduced it to me. So basically, when she was in high school, she got introduced to it. She started listening to SES. I started listening along with her, and so that's how I kind of discovered about K-pop during that time. Question 3, who was your first female bias? First female bias. Now, because I was introduced to SES, my first female bias is Sue from SES. Who was your first male bias? Ooh, during that time, we didn't really listen to a lot of guy groups, mostly girl groups, but I would have to probably say Tony On from HOT. Number 5, who was your first favorite female or male K-pop group? SES. Which K-pop song was the first song you learned the choreography for? Oh, wow. Probably SES's Dreams Come True as well. Yeah. Because during that time, I'll tell you, during that time, while I was in elementary school, our cable was actually showing Music Bank. And so me and my sister would record on cassette, not cassette tape, what do you call it? Videotape. Is it called cassette tape? I forgot what it's called. But we recorded on it, and basically we would watch it every time and then just dance to it. So any group that was performing that we really liked, we would record it and then we would always dance to it. So like SES, Baby Vox, Sharp, those groups. So yeah, I think the first one is probably SES's Dreams Come True. Okay, next question. Who is your favorite K-pop group right now? There are so many K-pop groups that I really like and are my favorites. So if I really have to pick one, you guys would expect it to be who? EXO, right? But I feel like now it's more Infinite than EXO. So I feel like Infinite actually went up one more notch again. So I would have to say I have a whole bunch of favorites, but my favorite, my number 1 right now would have to be Infinite. Can you name the first K-pop reality show that you ever watched? Reality, so not like game shows, right? Or just doesn't really matter. Reality show. Oh my god. I don't remember during that time when I first got into K-pop if I saw any reality shows. I don't know, but there was a moment or a few years that I actually stopped listening to K-pop and then I got back into it again. And the very first reality show I watched was Super Junior's Full House. That was how I learned about Super Junior, like all the members. There were 13 of them. That was how I learned their names and everything. So I love that show. If you haven't watched it, if you can still find it online, definitely go and watch it. It's hilarious. I loved it. Next question. Not counting your bias group, which other group will always have a special place in your heart? So besides all of the groups that I like, my bias groups, you know, you guys know all my bias groups, right? Aside from, okay, so reading this question, I'm thinking more of a group that I like but I don't follow. So which other group will always have a special place in your heart? That's a hard one. I'm trying to think. Aside from the artists that I do follow, you guys already know who I follow, who like I really like. Aside from them, a group that I do like but don't follow. Ooh. That's a hard one. Oh my god, I can't think of. Not that there isn't any, but I'm trying to think of a group that I like but don't follow that much. Okay. So it's okay. I think I'm gonna have to go with UKISS because I did used to follow them, but then afterwards I didn't. But they still, I mean, I still have a little, yeah, UKISS. But then there's Beast as well. I don't know, UKISS or Beast, either one is fine. Okay, next question. What was the first K-pop thing you ever bought? The first K-pop thing I ever bought was actually a CD. I've said this story before in my previous videos, but basically what happened was I got back into K-pop, and it was because of Shingi that I got back into it. So I went and borrowed their CD, their Rising Sun CD from the library. I returned it but apparently they said I didn't, so I had to pay for that. So technically that would probably be my first ever K-pop thing that I bought, which was a used CD that I physically do not have, but I had to buy because the library said I didn't return it. Okay, next question. What was life like before K-pop? What was life like before K-pop? Well, before K-pop, I was listening to C-pop, which I kind of do now, but it was pretty much the same with C-pop. It was like those boy groups, girl groups. During that time, I was into that. So it was pretty much the same. Just not as crazy now with like the concerts and everything. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much the same. My life has been the same. I mean, now with K-pop, I'm of course doing YouTube, right? So that's a little different, but other than that, it's still the same. Last question. How has K-pop changed your life? It has changed my life in a way that I've definitely made, I'm on YouTube. I've definitely made a whole bunch of friends who probably I wouldn't connect with maybe if there wasn't K-pop, but yeah, there's that. And then of course just, you know, going to like concerts. Like before K-pop, it was just like me staying at home. Okay, there's that, whatever. But now it's like there's concerts I have to go to. There's the radio show I have to do, where, you know, something that I thought was really, really cool and I still love doing. YouTube, like I said. Now collaborating with Drama Fever with this new show. It's just really different. I mean, so without K-pop, I think my life would be really mellow and just, you know, how a regular life would be: going to school, finish school, go to a job, work, and that's it. But now it's like there's so much going on, events and just things that I have to do, so it makes this life really, really exciting, really fun as well. And you get to meet a whole bunch of other people who, you know, are interested in the same thing, and you get to make friends because of that, and it's really, really cool. And you know, despite all the craziness in K-pop, there's just that whole unity with fans and everything, and it's just great. That's something I think that's really unique about K-pop, and that's what I like K-pop. Yeah, so that is that for this K-pop history tag. I once again tag all of you. I have to tag 10 people, but I tag all of you guys to do this because it is fun. Of course, if you want, you can tell me your replies in the comment box or do a reply video. It is up to you, but I definitely would love to hear your answers to how, you know, how you got into K-pop and what was your very first K-pop group, K-pop bias, and then who's now your, you know, ultimate K-pop group, K-pop bias, all of that. So there is that, and I will see you guys next time. 안녕.